Yours.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Alban. What's your name?
I'm Batuhan. Batuhan.
Botan.
Can I write?
Sure. Batuhan. 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 Okay. What's your name?
I am Fatma.
Fatma. All right. Your name?
My name is Elif.
Elif. All right. And
My name is Toprak.
Toprak.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So your name is?
My name is Nehir.
Nehir.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
My name is Nehir. Nehir.
Two Nehirs?
Yes.
Okay. So why Nehir? Why Nehir? Why did they give you the name Nehir?
I don't know.
You never asked? Why did they give you the name Nehir? You don't know?
You don't know.
You don't know?
I
Wow.
don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is quite geographical, isn't it? Toprak. Why did they give you the name Toprak?
Normally my name is Arda, but no.
Okay. In brackets.
yes.
In brackets.
But where I am born, my sister's friend is Arda, and my sisters hate him. His friend.
Who? Hate him?
Arda. It is her friend.
Yeah.
And in the normally my dad and my mother give me Arda name to me.
Yeah.
But my sisters said I hate from Arda. So can we make it Ada? It's her first name Ada and second name is Toprak.
Oh, I see. So
Yes.
Ada became Ada. Not formally.
Yeah.
Informally.
Yes, informally.
Okay. Okay.
My
Interesting.
sisters give this name.
Has she
for me.
got over her feelings about Ada now? Does she feel better now about Ada? You've forgotten about Ada. Is it still written on your ID? Ada?
No, my name is Ada Toprak.
Yeah.
But I'm using usually I use Toprak name.
Toprak. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Elif. Well, all right. Elif, there are too many Elifs to ask you why. Of course, though. And that's. Can you tell me why?
Because my father's favorite friend's daughter name is Elif.
Elif, I see. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. And Fatma?
I don't know. My parents give me Fatma.
Yeah. Okay. And Batuhan?
My parents were about to name me a very strange one, so they fixed it.
Going to give you what name?
I don't remember.
No. What did you say just now? They were going to give you
A stranger name.
a strange name. A
Yes,
strange name, but you don't know it.
yes.
And how did it become Batuhan?
It was similar to that. Just one or two letter was different.
Okay. So they came on Batuhan.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And yours?
I don't know, but my grandmother gave it to me. Yes.
Gave you?
Gave yes. My
Gave you the
grandmother-
name. Gave
yeah.
you the name. Yours. Yours. Okay. I don't know what yours means. What does yours mean?
Mean is very strong heat.
Oh, okay.
Strong, yeah.
Okay, right, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so, all right, so we've got 6 questions and 7 of you. So who is going to ask me the first question?
Who is the first one?
Who's going to ask the first question?
Nehir.
Nehir?
You.
Which Nehir?
Blonde.
Okay, yeah. All right, the blonde Nehir. Yes, okay.
Could you please talk about yourself?
Okay, all right. So, of course, you've got the questions here. So, so the first thing, I don't know, maybe talk about myself. Let me turn this question around too, because I have a nice habit of doing that. And your teacher, what do you call your teacher? Turan Bey?
Just Turan teacher.
Turan Bey?
Teacher.
Turan Hoca?
Teacher.
Teacher,
Turan
they
teacher,
call
yes.
you teacher?
Mhm.
Uh-huh, yeah. Okay. What did your teacher say about me? What does he say about me? Terrible teacher. Don't go for an interview with her.
He says you are good teacher.
A good teacher. Okay. So what is his definition of good teacher? What is your definition of a good teacher? Hmm?
Definition is meaning. Meaning.
What,
Meaning.
What does a good teacher mean? Yeah? Okay. You don't know what a good teacher is? Do you know what a bad teacher is? The other nay here. What is a good teacher? This is very funny. I should keep asking until I get an answer. Yes, Toprak, what's a good teacher?
I think if the teacher give us something for his students for use to his in her life or in their life, I think the good teacher must give us something for use the students.
Okay, so do you mean to say that a good teacher doesn't necessarily teach you English but talks about their life? Is that what you mean?
Yes, for
Okay.
example, your teacher is speaking when in the class in the lessons, and he or she must your idol.
Must be your idol.
Idol.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Idols are forbidden, of course. We know that, don't we? Yeah. Okay. So, your teacher thinks I'm a good teacher. Does he? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. All right. So, how did we get to this? A teacher. Okay. Fine. Okay. I was. Of course. I was searching for something like, sort of encourage, challenge. Sometimes you do work for this teacher or something like that. But that's a fine definition. That's an okay definition. Okay, maybe we can come back to talk about myself, because you have got a number of things here, haven't you? Let me see. Because of course, if I talk about myself, I will say I am a teacher or an academic or a doctor of English literature. So therefore, the job, and then Aydin, okay, Istanbul Aydin, and then Istanbul, and then books and literature, and then meeting my husband. So perhaps we can fill that one in at the end and go through some of the other ones. Who is going to ask the second question?
Me.
Yeah. So it's Batuhan.
Yes.
Batuhan. Right. Okay. Yes.
Then why did you choose literature?
Okay, now that's an interesting question, because when I was at school, I didn't want to be a teacher, and I thought, no, it's the natural career. Maybe it's a natural career for many people, but maybe especially for women. And I thought, no, they want me to go to university or college and become a teacher. I think, no, I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. And I thought about other things, because I've always loved literature. We know what literature is, don't we? Yeah? Literature, books, plays, maybe even films, but novels, poetry, etc. I've always loved literature, and I always determined from very young to work with literature. But I thought, no, maybe not teaching. I thought of different things. I thought of being a librarian. I thought of being of writing. I thought of being a journalist. But one way or the other, somehow, I went to university, started studying English literature, and one way or the other, I found myself teaching. First of all, high school teaching, and then university teaching. So I guess I have sort of fallen into this job, and I will say to you, there may be lots of other jobs that I could have done, but is everybody understanding me okay?
I understand.
Do you understand?
So.
So. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You understand? Okay. Yeah. I think it's a good job because I get to do something that I like. I like literature. I teach literature. My husband says, it's not a job, it's a hobby. Because I love literature so much, I can spend my time reading books and saying, oh, I'm working, look at me, I'm reading this book. So it works out okay. The other thing that's nice about teaching is that you get to work with young people like you and people who are, you know, new, young, interesting. And so maybe that too, that's a bonus. You know what a bonus is? That's an extra. That's a good part.
Yes.
Yeah, a good part of teaching. I get to deal with literature, which I like, and I get to deal with young people whom I also like. Okay. Who did ask me that question? Did you ask me that question?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the answer?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, so that was Batuhan, and the next person, the next question, yes.
What do you think
yes.
about Istanbul Aydin University?
Okay. Now, you want the honest answer or the polite answer?
We will share it on YouTube, by the way.
What?
We will share it on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So let me not lose my job. Aydin University. Okay, he's moved to the back. You can move forward then.
Okay.
Aydin University is quite a new university.
Really?
Yes, it's about, what is it, about, actually, it may even be 15 years old now. I think they say they're 2003. Yeah, I guess it's 15 years old now. That's quite new. You know how old Istanbul University is? They go back to the dating of the medrese. You know medrese?
Medrese.
Is like the sort of the Islamic concept of universities. And Istanbul University, I think they say they date from something like 1450s or something like that. So some of the universities are quite old. Of course, most of the universities are after the Republic are, I don't know, you know, which universities do you know? Like, I've just come back from METÜ in Ankara, Orta Technical University, and what are the good universities in Istanbul? Do you know?
No, I know Aydin University.
You know Aydin, yeah. There are, of course, the state universities are.
Do you like
usually,
Aydin University?
which?
Do you like Aydin University?
Yeah, I'm giving you a long answer. Do you want a short answer? Am I taking too much time? Do you want to go?
It's okay.
What about lessons? Yeah, well, of course, you see, the thing is I give the lessons, don't I, here? So therefore, it's a good university. All I want to say to you is, I wanted to give you a picture of a university, but you want to rush me. I think you cut to the chase, right? Do you know the expression cut to the chase? Get to the point.
Yeah.
You know, does your teacher say that? Get to the point. I wanted you to be able to compare. You know, Istanbul Ankara University, Bosphorus University, Boğaziçi University, Koç, Istanbul. Koç University, Sabancı University, and I wanted to say that Istanbul Aydin is very new. It's newly established. It's trying to build up a reputation, and I will say, truthfully, they work, the teachers, very hard here. We have a card, and we clock in at 8 o'clock, and we clock out again at 5:30. And sometimes I have evening classes till 9 o'clock at night. So it isn't easy. It's a long day. Sometimes I have a class until 9 o'clock tonight. So it's not an easy university. But what I will say is that it does have potential. Do you know the word potential?
Potential.
Potential. It has. If you want to learn, you have the chance to learn here. And I will say, for your teacher, I will say their class that graduated 18 months ago was probably, I would say, certainly the best class I had here, and quite comparable with classes at other schools. I've taught at Dolce University, and I can say it's easily comparable. Sometimes the university can be a little bit commercial. Now, do we know what I mean by that? They want student money. They take money from students and they give some of it to the teachers and professors. But they keep a lot of it, of course, for the buildings, to make buildings and more construction, because construction never finishes. So one day, let me say this, and I can leave this question. One day, let us hope that Aydin University, because you see, what does a university professor do? Not only teach, but also learn. We're supposed to go on learning. We're supposed to go on reading books and write papers. And so what I would like to say is, I hope one day Aydin University encourages, enables us to spend more time doing reading and research as well as just teaching. Because a university that doesn't do research is not a university, it's a high school. Does that seem reasonable? Yeah? Is that okay? You can put that up on YouTube. You've got a recording you're going to put up, is it? Yeah, okay. All right, so Yars asked that one. We're going to run short of a question, I think, aren't we? Okay, next person. Who is the next person? Next question.
Eugene, is that you?
Istanbul?
4. No? Which one?
Okay, we
Yes.
don't have to go in the same order.
Oh, just ask them.
Okay, is this Nehir now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What is your best book you have ever read and why?
Okay, all right. I will, of course, when I saw your questions in advance, I thought, oh gosh, there were too many. There were too many books. But I think I will say it's Toni Morrison. And what's the name of the book, Turan?
Beloved?
Beloved.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Now, do you know the word beloved? You know, if you love somebody, if you love that person very much, they are beloved. And so the book is the story. We have an interview going on here too.
Okay.
Turan, you know Turan, of course.
Hi.
Hi.
He brought his students here.
Good. Okay. See you.
Okay, so let me see. So the book Beloved is about a woman who loses her daughter in very terrible circumstances, and she loves her so much. The writer, now, do you know the word African American?
Yeah.
Somebody who is black and lives in America, yes. The Americans use that term as a slightly more polite form. In England, we tend to say black because it's Nigerian or whatever it might be, African. So Toni Morrison is an African-American black writer, and she's still writing. She's very shy. She doesn't take interviews. In fact, you haven't asked any questions about my book. That can be for the last one. When this is the latest book that I wrote. Of course,
It's here.
Yeah, that's right. That's the lecture. I gave last week in Ankara Sosyal Bilimler University. So I went there for the lecture, and they put. Do you know the painting?
It's like snake.
Yeah, it's Medusa. It's the same one as this Medusa. This was the lecture I gave in Istanbul Aydin University. This one was the lecture I gave in Anadolu University in Eskişehir. So after writing my book, I've been giving lectures and so on. But what I was saying.
What's your favorite book?
No, yeah, okay. Get to the point. Get to the point. Cut to the chase. I told you, and I'm going to talk about it. This is, I believe, this is Nehir's question, isn't it? Yes. You're slippery, aren't you? Grease lightning. His name is not Yas, it's Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning, Grease Lightning. Do you know that one?
No.
You don't know Grease?
Greece? I know Greece.
You know Grease. You don't know Grease. You have to go home and watch Grease. You go home and tell your parents, I have to watch Grease because Turan's teacher, my teacher's teacher, called me Grease Lightning. Write it down. Yeah, you will watch it. Yeah, okay. So, Nehir. So, I was saying, Toni Morrison is a very shy writer. I wanted to send her a copy of my book because I wrote about her. She didn't want to give her address, but she's a very wonderful writer. If I just say very briefly to you, this novel, which I found very powerful, it's a story about slavery, right? You know slavery? When the black people in America were brought over to America and made slaves. And Slaves.
Yeah, I know.
Slaves.
I know.
Yeah. Worked so hard, not given any money, not able to
Yeah,
go
I know.
here and there.
Not food.
Well, I think they fed them. They fed them because they wanted them to work. The point is you feed them because they're valuable. They work for you.
They are bad people.
Who?
Slaves,
Workers? The people who make the people who make the other
Yeah.
people slaves are bad
Yes.
people. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, Grease Lightning. So this story Toni Morrison tells about a slave woman. I think one of the worst things is not that they don't feed you. They do feed you. They make you work. Okay, everybody works. Everybody has more or less food. What they do is they take your children. Just imagine you're a mother. They take your children and they sell it. They sell the child somewhere else. So here we are in Istanbul and your child is sold and they go to Eskişehir or they go to Ankara.
I go to the Eskişehir.
Yeah.
I went to the-
Yeah, okay. Do you understand what that means? If you have a child, the child would just be taken away from you. That's what slavery means. Not working hard, otherwise we all work hard. Not being more or less hungry, but you can't even have a family. Yeah, do you understand that?
Yeah.
And so this woman, when she escapes from slavery, as some of them did, and they come to take her back again to the farm. And what does she do? It's too terrible to say. You're going to be shocked. I hope you're going to be shocked. In order for them not to take her back to the farm that she escaped from, she kills her daughter. She kills her. Why does she do that? When she kills her daughter, is there a problem, Tura?
No.
When she kills her daughter, they decide she's not going to be a useful slave anymore and they leave her. So, of course, it's a very terrible thing to do, to kill your child.
Yeah.
But she was
Very
desperate. Do you know what it means to be desperate? She didn't know what to do. So that's the story. But, of course, the other thing is, it's told in a very powerful way. But, anyway, probably that's enough for Grease Lightning. He wants to move on to the next one. Is that okay, Yaprak? Is that okay? My best book. Have you had a decent answer? Is your answer okay? Is my answer okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, next question.
What do you think about life in Istanbul?
Okay, you're Fatma.
Yes.
Fatma. Life in Istanbul. What can I say about life in Istanbul? Life in Istanbul is very good in many ways. Were you all born in Istanbul?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but you've been to Eskişehir. You say you've been to Eskişehir, but you were born and you live in Istanbul.
Actually, I was born in Bulgaria.
Oh, in Bulgaria.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Then I traveled
here.
Istanbul. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You still got family in Bulgaria. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Bulgaria, yes. And do you go back? Do you visit?
Yes.
Okay.
Because my cousins is here.
Your cousins are here,
Yes.
but you also have maybe aunts and uncles in
I
Bulgaria.
visited here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So Fatma, yes. Life in Istanbul. Life in Istanbul is very good. In many ways, there's lots on. You can go to the cinema, you can go to a theatre, you can go to a concert, you can go to an
You can
opera,
go to the museum.
you can go to museums, that's right, yeah. Museums, not quite as good as London, not quite as good as New York, but still, there are museums. Do you have a museum that you can recommend me? My daughter is visiting. If you tell me a museum I can go to.
Chocolate museum.
Which one?
Chocolate museum. Yeah.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
museum.
Okay, where's the chocolate museum?
I don't know, but I went to the chocolate museum 4 weeks ago.
Okay, okay, very good. All right, very nice. So, okay, chocolate museum. Grease Lightning recommends to me. Good. I'll look it out. Lots of good things to do in Istanbul. In the summer, even in the winter, there's sea. You can travel by boat, can't you? You can go over to the islands. You can go to Büyükada or Heybeliada or so on. You can go and visit those places. You can swim in those places. It's very pretty. You can get a smit and throw the smit to the seagulls. And so you can travel to the islands and travel up the Bosphorus and so on. So lots of wonderful things about living in Istanbul. How long did it take you to get here this morning? How long did it take you to get here this morning?
About 50 minutes.
50 or 15?
50.
15.
15.
15. Ah, okay. I was going to say something about traffic, but traffic doesn't bother you. You have somebody who drives you through traffic and you get there quickly.
We walk to the school.
Yeah.
Yes. 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Most people in Istanbul have a long way to travel all the time. Like I go to, on the Metrobus, I go to Mecidiyeköy in order to get home. So, of course, it makes
For a long
quite
time.
a long time. That's right. Yeah. Some people cross over the Bosphorus Bridge to come to work. So, I would say Istanbul is very big, has lots of traffic problems, and has lots of construction problems. Do you know what I mean by construction problems? They never stop building. Drives me crazy. They never stop building, including Aydin University. They're always building, and I do get a little bit tired of living in a construction site. Construction site where they're building great big tower blocks. I want them to stop building. But Istanbul is a good place to live, normally. Weather is not too bad, although it's pretty wet today. Maybe snow tomorrow. Snow holidays. You never know. You never know. I think, who's got a snow holiday today? Trakia. Your people in the Balkans. I think it's snow holiday today, isn't it? Yeah? Okay, next question. Is that okay, Fatma?
Yes.
Right, okay. Next question.
Where did you meet with your husband?
Okay, Elif.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Right, well, okay. My husband and I met at our Oxford College in England, Linacre College, actually. It's quite a sort of, I don't know, a slightly funny sort of story. there was it was an international college, and I remember he showed me we had a sort of welcome, and he had written Hoş geldin, or maybe Hoş geldin is.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's right. And they had people write it in all these different languages. And then there were other things that were happening. For example, there was a college night, and there was a pillow fight. Do you know what a pillow fight is? You don't have pillow fights with your brothers and sisters. You take a pillow in your hand. Okay. Pillow. Pillow.
Kendiray.
Yastık.
Kendiray. Kendiray.
What's that?
A break and kendiray.
O pinyata o.
How can I tell you what a pillow is? Okay, this is a pillow. All right. Okay. So this is a pillow fight.
Yes.
All right.
Ah.
Okay. Now that's the sort of thing that English people do when they have parties.
Usually.
Huh?
Usually do.
Well, it's the sort of thing that you do in a college because you can hit somebody without hurting them, right? And so, so they wanted me. They asked for volunteers, and I went to be a volunteer, and everybody was sitting around, and some people went into the middle. They took the pillows and they started hitting each other with the pillows. Well, I wasn't very good at the pillow fight, and I think I got a little bit hit. And my husband now, he sort of felt a little bit sorry for me, and he came up and talked to me afterwards. So that was the start of quite an interesting friendship, and so of course we became more and more interested in each other, and we started to fall in love, and people said to us, "Oh, what are you going to do at the end of the year?" And we said, "Well, we're quite serious," and they said to me, "Are you thinking of going to Turkey?" I said, "Yeah, I may go to Turkey." And so we got more and more serious, and I came over here. So it all started with something silly like a pillow fight. So you never know. You might do something a little bit stupid, and it might turn out okay in the end, as long as everybody's sort of friendly and nice about it. Is that okay? Okay, good. I think we're going to run out of a question, but of course I've got...
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Alban, now I'm your big fan.
Oh, I have a fan. So, Elif is my fan. Not Elif, Nehir, sorry. Nehir, now I don't think you asked me a question. We've got...
One.
Number one.
Yes.
Okay, so Nehir asked me about myself, and I don't know what I've really managed to say. And did we have the other name?